Hello, my name is Zach Hammond. I am a account executive here in Utah, and I am a current marketing major at UVU. And this is my business presentation about why everyone should spend some time in a sales role. So if you're here listening to this today, then you're someone who is like me and kind of trying to figure out what you want to do with your life. I spent time working in a tech company and I really had no idea what to do. And recently I began tech sales. And you might hear me like, okay, you should spend time in a sales role. I'm not a summer sales guy trying to pitch you to come join my team. I am here to teach you about the life lessons and why I feel it is so important to spend some time in a sales role. So I'm going to bring this a little closer so you can see it, but it says, Why Should You Sell by Zach Hammond. I'm going to have to present here. So my key objectives are why sales is something everyone should know, why you should spend time in a sales role, how it applies to your career no matter what you choose to do, and lessons I have learned from doing sales. So if we go into the first slide here, it says why you should know sales. Sales is something, in my opinion, that applies to everything no matter what. In my career in sales, I've learned that everything relates to sales. No matter what career I follow, what path I want to take, everything relates to sales, and I'm learning things that will help me no matter what I choose to do. And the third point here is everyone will try to sell you. I learned in sales, I learned a lot of really valuable sales skills, and I've learned how to sell very well. And I feel like no matter what career path I want to take, I'm going to need to know how to sell, whether it's selling myself, like selling myself to a company applying for a job, whether it's trying to sell my point to an employer or a potential client if I stay in sales. I need to know how to sell. I need to know how to convince someone to follow me and to know that I'm right. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose. I'm still sick. But like I said, sales really applies to every career. No matter what you're going to do, you're going to need to know how to sell, and the lessons you'll learn are invaluable. Let's see, my next slide here says why you should spend time in a sales role. A few of the skills I've learned are perseverance, hard work, and disappointment. I think I spelled disappointment wrong, but that's okay. Hard work, sales is something you really just need to put your head down and grind. I was in a job before sales that was kind of a cakewalk. I was just kind of chugging by, doing minimum work. I was actually making better money than when I first moved into sales, but the skills I've learned and kind of where I'm headed has made it all worth it. I really learned how to just sit down, work hard, figure out what needs to be done, and make sure I do it, and really push through any obstacles I have coming my way, anything like that. So it's been really cool to see that, and I've really learned how to handle disappointment. In high school, if you get disappointed, it's something you don't really know how to deal with. So learning how to really deal with disappointment, whether it's a deal I thought was going to close but didn't, that disappointed me, and learning where I need to go and keep pushing forward and push through that disappointment. Learning that has been something that's been just unbelievable, and it's helped me, and I know it's going to help me in my career no matter what. My next slide here says career application. It says sales will apply. So like I said, sales will apply to whatever career path that you are going to be taking. Like I said, you need to know how to sell yourself. And you can't do that if you don't know your own value. And I feel like I've learned my own value spending time in a sales role because I've dealt with disappointment. I've dealt with hard times, things coming that I didn't think were going to come. And I've learned how to push through it and keep grinding. And now I feel like I have confidence that I would be successful in whatever role I spend time in, whether it's starting my own business. I'll need to know how to sell, whether it's following a sales career, working for someone else, I'm going to need to know how to sell. So it's really cool to have learned these things, and I promise you that if you learn how to sell, spend some time in a sales role, you're going to learn skills, you're going to learn how to put your head down and push for a goal, and that's going to help you no matter what career you spend time in. My next slide here says life lessons I have learned, never give up and to keep pushing and never know when things will get better. I've had ups and downs in my sales career. It's been a complete roller coaster. And one day things just got better and it really made my career go in a completely different direction than I thought. Like I said, you never know when things are going to get better. You never know when things are going to improve. And that's something that I feel like you need to learn by spending times in a sales role, by really experiencing the lows in a career, going through a rut, not selling anything, not having any success in what you're doing. Really learning how to get yourself out of that. That's going to apply to any career you're in, whether it's having a hard time finding a job and pushing to find a good job for you. Those are skills that are valuable in any career. And then my last one here is a challenge. It's a challenge to each of you to spend 6 months in a sales role and see what it does for you, see what type of life lessons you learn. I'm very confident that everyone here, if you spend some time in a sales role, if you challenge yourself to try something new, and learn how to sell, it's going to be a huge step for your career. I really pushed myself out of my comfort zone to join a sales career. And like I said, it's given me lessons that are invaluable. I think that's the right word, that are so valuable, I can't even put them into words. I've learned how to put my head down, work, get myself out of a hard time in my career, and make something out of nothing. And it has definitely happened, and I have confidence that no matter what I choose to do for my career, I'll be able to put my head down, grind it out, make sure I'm successful and hitting my goals. And I challenge you guys to do the same. And I think by doing that, you will really experience things you never would have normally experienced. And I think it would be awesome for you guys to try out. So I challenge you to do that. Thanks.